It's good to see you. Welcome to the snack bar. This is a place where you can come and get a little snack, and it's going to be the most healthy snack you ever saw. We only have the healthiest snacks here. It is amazing that we are able to provide such a wide variety of tasty yet healthy snacks. Now, some of these snacks come to us in boxes. Some of them are individual, and they come in a crate that the vendor takes with them, and we don't keep that. So I'm going to show you the ones that come in boxes first, and then we're going to lay them all out, and you can decide which healthy snacks you would like to purchase. The first one I have is one of a whole series of snacks from this company here. This is from Mrs. Freshley's, and you see that it has fresh in the name, so you know that these are fresh. No preservatives, no sugar, no processing. Everything is so good for you. They are delicious deals at a delicious price, as it states down here in yellow. These are beautiful Swiss rolls, no doubt made in Sweden, and they are cream-filled cakes. You can see that they have, it's like chocolate with the cream in there, and they are chocolate flavored. You will not be bothered with any real chocolate in here, so if you don't like chocolate, don't worry. This has absolutely no real chocolate at all. It has healthy flavoring for you. Each one of these little Swiss rolls weighs 1.8 ounces or 51 grams, and they are individually packaged. So we will be looking at these shortly. That's one of our offerings. Here we have another Mrs. Freshley's item. These are not Twinkies. Twinkies are terrible for you. These are called Dreamies. Dreamies. Individually wrapped cakes. They have like this vanilla cake on the outside, and then you have the cream filling. You know that Mrs. Freshley's makes life sweeter, and in case you forgot, they put it here on the box. Each one of these cakes weighs 1.4 ounces or 40 grams. They are enlarged in the picture to show detail. Mrs. Freshley's Dreamies. So you only get 6 in here, so that's a larger box, but the Dreamies are larger than the Swiss rolls. So instead of getting 8, you are only going to get 6. Also from Mrs. Freshley's, we have honey buns. And as we all know, anything with honey in it must be healthy. It is so good for you. Honey has all kinds of healing benefits in its natural state. That's probably not the case here, but it has honey. So that makes it practically a salad. Delicious deals. You're going to get 6 honey buns, individually wrapped buns in these boxes like this. You can see how big the box is. Each one of these honey buns weighs 1.5 ounces or 43 grams. And that is always a smart choice for your snack. if you like honey. We have a new item today. This is a new offering. This is not one that you will see for very long. This is a limited time offer, once in a blue moon. Look at that. We have blueberry flavored moon pies. Oh my goodness, blueberry. You can see how it's made. We have a coating on the outside that is made of natural blueberry with other natural flavors. And if you don't know what blueberries are, we have a little picture of 2 here. And then you see the inside is 2 graham cracker layers with a cream filling. So the actual blueberry flavor is going to be on the exterior part of the moon pie. This is, of course, the original marshmallow sandwich, just without the chocolatey flavor that you typically associate with moon pies. This is a very limited time offer. I would definitely recommend trying these before they're all gone. In this box, you're going to get 12 mini pies. These are the mini moon pies, not the big ones. For a total of 12 ounces. Each one is only 1 ounce. And we have heard great things about this product so far. We really hope that you will try it. And then, also from Mrs. Freshley's, we have this product here where they have partnered with Hershey's. Look at these cakes. They are triple chocolate cakes. Individually wrapped cakes. You're going to get 6 of those. Chocolate flavored cream filled cakes made with Hershey's cocoa. So it does have the cake here, then the filling. It's not the regular cream filling. It is made with Hershey's cocoa. It's very nice, and then it has the chocolate coating on the outside, and it has a little drizzle on there. Look at that. A little drizzle. These are individually wrapped. Again, total of 10.5 ounces. Each cake weighs 1.75 ounces or 50 grams. So this is part of the Mrs. Freshley's Deluxe line. If you don't like those, we do have these. Now these are tried and true. These have been a favorite for many years. Little chocolate cupcakes with a little swirl of icing on the top from Mrs. Freshley's. You have the chocolate cake here with chocolate flavored icing on the top, and then the white icing, and then the cream filling on the inside. This is one of our best selling products, the little cupcakes. You will receive 6 cupcakes in this box. They are a pretty good size. That is why we have this large box to accommodate the cupcakes. And again, this is one of our best selling products. Those are all the ones that we get in the individual boxes. And now I'm going to clear this away, and I'm going to show you the individual items that we will also offer today. We have cleared everything away, and I want to start by showing you our special holiday little donuts. Now, these are from Tasty Cake, and you can buy these little packs of donuts. There are going to be 3 in here. This particular pack, you see it has a little jack-o'-lantern and some bats on there. This particular pack is just the plain powdered sugar donuts. And they just have special Halloween packaging on them. They taste exactly the same as the regular Tasty Cake little mini donuts. These have been made deliciously since 1914. We have a lot of these today, but they will sell out very quickly. People really enjoy having these with their lunch. So if you are interested in some powdered sugar mini donuts, and it's 6, I would definitely recommend picking some up today. We have another one here that might be perfect for you to try. This is another of their Halloween limited edition mini donut rollout. These are crunch mini donuts, and you can kind of see that they have a coating on them. They are very crunchy. So these are not going to be like the little powdered sugar mini donuts. They have a crunchy blend on them that is made of very healthy products all mixed together. And when you mix these products together, all healthy, it becomes crunchy, and it's definitely not processed at all. And you know it's good because it has a jack-o'-lantern there, and bats. So not only is it fun, it's also really, really good for you. Our final offering from the limited edition Halloween rollout would be the frosted mini donuts. They are frosted with a chocolate flavored coating. It is not actually chocolate from Tasty Cake. And again, you are going to get 6 in this little packet. And again, these are just like the regular chocolatey coated mini donuts. It just has a fun, festive Halloween theme to the packaging. It's always fun. If you haven't had your 5 fruits and vegetables today, Mrs. Freshley's is happy to help you. We have this little bar. Look at this. This is carrot cake with a lovely icing on top. Beautiful carrot cake. Always a nice treat to go with your lunch. This is a nice size. It's a pretty decent amount, as you can see. It comes on a little paper tray that's on the underneath here. It is kept nice and fresh in the cellophane, so it's going to be very delicious for you. This is a total of 3.5 ounces of beautiful, delicious carrot cake. This is also a very good seller, especially at this time of year. These are my personal favorite. They are from Uncle Al's, and this is definitely a nostalgia item. This brings back memories for a lot of people. And we have these in 4 flavors today. Usually we only have 1 or 2, but you're in luck because today we have 4. These are strawberry planks. I like little iced cookies. These are the strawberry flavor. They are artificially flavored. This package is 1 3/4 ounces. You can see the nutrition information on the back. Strawberry flavored planks. These are so good. And then we have these are like the original stage planks made from a real stage from Uncle Al's again. These have this light pink frosting, but not very much, just a little. And you get 2 planks in here, as you can see, from Uncle Al's. The cookie part is kind of like a vanilla cookie with just a little bit of icing, and it's only on the top of the 2 planks. And in each of these packages, you will see that you do get 2 of the little planks. We also have lemon planks here. These are artificially flavored. And I spoke in error. I thought we had 4 flavors. We actually only have 3. The good news is, though, with the lemon planks, since these are the best seller, I actually have 2 cases of the lemon planks. We only put out a few at a time so they don't take up too much space at the snack bar, but we do have 2 cases of lemon planks. You can see the little picture of the lemon here and the lemon slice. So we only have 3 flavors, but we have a lot of the very popular lemon planks. I have another example of the lemon planks right here. I thought this was going to be a different flavor. It's actually lemon, but I know that a lot of people love the lemon planks, so it's very good news that we have a lot of them. Now, one item that a lot of people really like for breakfast when they stop by the snack bar would be fruit pies. This is from Mrs. Freshley's. We have their fruit pie in apple flavor. This is a fried pie with the dough on the outside that's been fried. And then you have this delicious apple filling, just like an apple pie. And these are 4.5 ounces each. And we just got in a whole bunch of these. We have 2 whole crates of these, but they will sell out very quickly. So you might want to get one of these. If you don't like the apple, we also have the fruit pie and cherry flavor. So again, from Mrs. Freshley's. This little pie is also fried with the dough on the outside, and it's nice and tender. And then you have the beautiful cherry filling on the inside. That is also 4.5 ounces. We only have a few of these. So if you're interested, I would definitely grab that. If you are more of a tasty cake person, you're in luck, because we also have fried pies from Tasty Cake right here. They are glazed cherry pies like this. They also have that nice coating on the outside with the cherry filling inside. These are also 4.5 ounces, just like Mrs. Freshley's. Some people just prefer the Tasty Cake version of these. The coating seems to be a little bit flakier with the Tasty Cake. It really just depends on your preference. We have a slightly better selection of fried pies from Tasty Cake at the snack bar this week. We also have glazed apple pies. Another difference with the Tasty Cake is the glazing. They have glazing on the outside just like a donut would have. And I don't believe the Mrs. Freshley's pies have the glazing. So that glazing is just going to add a little bit of extra sweetness to the taste of the pie. And some people like that. Some people prefer the Mrs. Freshley's without the glazing. It really depends on your preference. And with all of the fried pies, they are made with real fruit, which they indicate down here in this section on the apple and the cherry. So that's good to know. Tasty Cake also offers a glazed chocolate pie, and it's chocolate pudding filled. And it also has the glazing like the apple and the cherry from Tasty Cake. It is made with real cocoa, so you know it's very healthy. These are also 4.5 ounces, and they are very popular to go as like kind of like a little dessert after lunch. We have a fourth and final flavor of fried pie from Tasty Cake. This one is lemon flavor, and it's also glazed. It does not contain real lemon. It is only lemon flavoring. Just one thing to keep in mind if that is of interest. These are 4.5 ounces again. Beautiful lemon filling in there. Our last offering today is one final thing from Mrs. Freshley's. This is an Oreo brownie. Very popular dessert to go with lunch. It is made with Oreo cookie pieces. So you have this pretty brownie, and inside you're going to find little pieces of Oreo cookies in there. Very tasty. This is a 3-ounce brownie. It's real Oreo cookie pieces. All of these brownies are going to be individually wrapped, just like all of our treats, to ensure freshness. This is another item that we don't have all the time, but we do have a few at this point for you to enjoy. So we are going to lay everything out so we can display everything, and then you can make your choices. Okay, so we have opened everything up, and we only have a certain amount of space. So we will see if we can get a representation of these products in our area, but we want people to be able to see our offerings. So we will have to be mindful of the quantity of each item that we display. And the first thing we have are these adorable little moon pies. You can see how small they are. These are only 25 cents each because they are so little. Aren't they cute though? Oh my goodness. You see the happy little crescent moon. And you can see the cream filling on the outside has that blueberry coating. Oh, it's busting out right there. So, we are going to put these back here. And we are only going to do 4. That's going to give us room for more. Next, we have the Hershey's triple chocolate cakes from Mrs. Freshley's. You can see that these are bigger than the moon pies. These are 40 cents each for these. I'll put those beside the moon pies. And we'll do 4 back here. Also, a small item would be these little chocolate cupcakes like this. These are not the Hershey's chocolate ones, but they have that fun little white icing on the top. And they also have the cream filling inside. These are also 40 cents. And they have a little paper on the bottom to keep them nice and stable. And it also gives you something that you can just take it out of the cellophane and you can rest it on your hand if you want to keep that sticky cake from getting on your hand. That's always good. And we'll do 4 of these. Okay. So that's going to be part of the back row back here. We will also put our Oreo brownie back here. These are 50 cents. Put that there. We are also going to take our Mrs. Freshley's carrot cake. I'm going to turn it this way so you can see it. That. And we're going to place that in this section right here. So it's going to be placed directly in front of the Oreo brownie, like that. Coming down this way, we're going to focus on this row right here for now. This column here. We have our Tasty Cake limited edition Halloween powdered sugar donuts. We'll put these here. That. And then we have our chocolate donuts. That's there. And then of course we have our crunch mini donuts. We'll put those there. Now these are going to be 75 cents each for the 6-count mini donuts. Very popular item. Especially the limited edition ones that you don't see all the time, like the crunch ones. Yeah, these are very popular. We have our stage planks. These are the lemon ones. And because these are so popular, we'll put 2 of these here. I'm going to have 2 available. And of course, as people purchase items, I will bring more out, place them here at the snack bar on the counter. And this is our stage plank, the original one. Here, like that. And of course, these strawberry planks. Sometimes I do change the layout of the items just to see if it stimulates interest in different ones that might not be selling as quickly. And sometimes I find if you push them to the front, so it's closer to the customer, they might be more likely to pick it up and purchase it. It does help sometimes. We can't forget our pies, our fried pies. Oh my goodness. These are the Tasty Cake glazed pies. I'm going to put these over here. We have our lemon pie that is glazed. And we have the chocolate glazed pie from Tasty Cake. There. You have the glazed apple pie made with real fruit. We are just going to set these aside, our little moon pies. we will certainly have these available. Okay. Our final pie from Tasty Cake is the cherry pie. That one is glazed. From Mrs. Freshley's, of course, as we mentioned, we have the cherry fruit pie. There. And the apple fruit pie too. Put that right there. So we have a little space here. Do we have something that is a little bit wide? We do. We have our Dreamies, not to be confused with the horribly unhealthy Twinkies. You can see down here the 3 very healthy injection sites for the cream. They shoot it up in there on the underside. Let's do 3 Dreamies. These are very popular at lunchtime. 1, 2, 3. There. I'm going to set these aside for now. Alright. Now over here we do have our honey buns. You can see the honey bun itself is not very large, but the packaging definitely sticks out. I think we are just going to leave these over here. We're going to do 4 honey buns there, like that. And our Swiss rolls. Now remember we said that there are 8 in the box. The good news is you get 2 in your purchase. You get 2 Swiss rolls per purchase. The Tasty Cakes are 75 cents each. Mrs. Freshley's, these are 75 cents. The Planks are 50 cents. The Dreamies are 50 cents. These are 50 cents. It is a great bargain. You can put them here like this. I'm going to stack them a little bit. And we can put out all 4. Like that. And since we have a little bit more room, I can even add a couple of honey buns here. I could put a few more honey buns right there. That's really good. And we have some space here. Let's fill it in with some moon pies. And we have a couple more Hershey's chocolate cupcakes. We'll put those here. Nice. We have a few of these cupcakes we can put here. It's always nice when you display your healthy snacks that you have it look nice and full. So when a customer makes their selections, you can fill them in with more product to keep it nice and full and looks really good. So what would you like today? Hershey's? How about one of these? So I'm going to give this one to you. That one. You want to try a moon pie? All right. Certainly. There you go. And lemon plank. Okay. There you go. And you can make your payment down at the end of the counter. Wonderful. We have a little space there. I'm going to add a moon pie. Make it look nice and full. Thank you so much for shopping at the snack bar today. I really hope you enjoyed getting to see all of our offerings. We do have some great stuff right now. Make sure to come again. Our selection changes every day. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope that you have a great day, and I will see you again really soon.